Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So it's been about 8 months since I started using the BRAUN IPL device and doing hair removal at home. Today I'll tell you guys a few tips as well as do a mini Q&A. Not gonna lie, it's been a very hectic past couple of weeks. If you can't already tell, this is not my usual background. I recently moved, so my schedule has been moved around here and there, but we'll make do. Anyways, today is also a pretty special video because I have a surprise for you guys. It's something that I didn't think was possible yet, but I feel validated in my creative endeavors, and you'll just have to wait and see. So stick around, tune in for that portion of the video. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Valerie. I do a little bit of everything on my channel, from fashion to unboxings and reviews to even simple entertainment. And as always, check out the description below for more details. And with that said, let's get into this video. So if you haven't done any at-home hair removal, you'd probably want to go watch this video, which is linked in either corner, because I explain how to use the device and I also give a simple routine that you can incorporate. So starting off with a bit of my experience with the device, I did the initial 12 sessions that was recommended, but I also decided to include 2 extra sessions, and I did this every Sunday until I hit the 15th session. And each treatment time took me about an hour and a half. After the initial 15 sessions, I actually decided to take a 1-month break because I felt my skin becoming sensitive to even the lowest setting on the device. It didn't hurt, but it felt like a sunburn type feeling, and I wasn't sure if it was because I was exfoliating too much or because my skin was actually becoming too sensitive to the pulsing lights. But I didn't take any chances, so I took a break. I did notice that my hair was noticeably thinner. It was actually growing back slower as well, and in some areas where the device hit multiple times, like intuitively, no hair was growing at all, which I took as a really good sign. After my skin no longer felt sensitive, I did another 15 sessions, the same routine as the first time around, and I noticed that the treatment time actually got way easier and the time diminished to about 40 minutes. So after doing the 2 treatments with a break in between, so about 30 sessions in total, my hair growth significantly slowed down, my hair became thinner, and I no longer have strawberry legs. Before starting IPL, my hair actually grew back within the next day, but now I can go up to about a week before any hair really starts to grow. And as I stated earlier, it's not as thick as I had it before starting IPL. It would kind of hurt when I grew stubble, like when I got goosebumps, it would break through the skin very harshly, and that would cause like ingrown hairs and a lot of like the razor burn type feeling, which is honestly the worst feeling ever. But now I don't really have to worry about that anymore. So I actually had to exchange the device for another one because halfway during my treatment, it was having trouble picking up the skin. The light stayed red a lot of the time and the clicking actually slowed down. And if you're confused about what I just said, watch this video because you'll understand. I don't have the new device right now, but I'll insert a B-roll clip. It's very similar to the first one, it just varies in a different color, but it has all the same extensions. And that brings us to the present day. Right now, I'm pretty content with where I'm at. I actually took a break and now I'm starting another series of sessions. My first one, I actually did it last week, and in a couple of days it's going to be my second session. I still grow hair, but now it takes me twice as long to take action. My hair doesn't grow back as thick, and in some areas I can actually see where I carried over the device multiple times because it's in the shape of a rectangle where the hair does not grow at all, which is kind of funny, but at least I know that it is working. If I do a couple more sessions, maybe if I reach up to 60, my hair will be completely gone, and I'm so looking forward to that. But for right now, I am in a place where I don't mind the body hair that I have right now. I also really like that I don't have to worry about my jewelry snagging on my hairs anymore. Take Linjer Jewelry, for example. This is a big surprise, you guys. I am so happy to be collaborating with Linjer Jewelry for this video. They have gifted me some beautiful pieces that I would just like to share with all of you guys. Linjer Jewelry actually reached out to me about a month ago, and before that, I've never heard of this brand before, but I was stunned by the jewelry that they had to offer. It's minimal but very elegant. It's like that trend, very demure, very mindful. As you know, my thoughts and opinions are quite honest. I won't lie to you guys, and I genuinely feel like this collaboration collaboration aligns with the values that I bring to my channel. So Linjer is a female-owned brand known for its sustainability. It was founded back in 2014 and they have built a clientele so diverse that even celebrities have worn their jewelry. Celebrities like Millie Bobby Brown, Brie Larson, Gigi Hadid, and many more. They use recycled materials including 100% silver and gold. They only use fine metals like solid gold, sterling silver, and gold vermeil. They also use lab-grown diamonds, which are conflict-free guarantee, and their packaging is also recycled and sustainable. Linjer's gold vermeil pieces actually use a sterling silver base, which is a bit sturdier than any other type of material, and that's honestly great to hear because all of the pieces that I chose are gold vermeil pieces. No solid gold, but they still all look very pretty. And honestly, gold vermeil is the next best thing to solid gold if you're on a budget. However, if you can go above your budget, they also have 14K solid gold option pieces, which is made out of 100% recycled gold. They also have birthstones and charms, so in total they have 4 categories that you can choose from, and all their jewelry is hypoallergenic and nickel free, which is great for me since I can't wear anything other than gold in these first piercings. If I'm being honest, I think they're a little bit pricey but affordable for a special occasion. If you want to treat yourself or give as a gift to someone else, I think they are the perfect option because it's very beautiful jewelry and there's a variety to choose from. I think this type of jewelry also suits my style because it's very dainty, it's very elegant. Since I'm not one for flashy things myself at the moment, this jewelry is perfect for going out and even to wear on a daily basis. We also need more sustainable brands that recycle, and I really like how that is their main focus on their brand, on their main website, that everything is 100% recycled wherever they can. And I haven't had this jewelry for long, but so far they're pretty sturdy. I am a bit worried that it'll break easily, like this chain that I'm wearing. If you haven't already noticed, I am wearing the earrings, the rings, and the necklace. The necklace is very dainty, so that's the only thing I'm a little bit worried about, is breaking the chain, but we'll just have to see. All in all, I really love the pieces that I received. I am so excited to wear them out. If you're interested in checking out these particular items, I do have a discount code which you can find in the description below to get a special offer along with the link to the Linjer website. Also, let me know down in the comments below if you've heard of this brand before, and if you haven't, what do you think about the pieces that I specifically chose? I would really love to know your thoughts. And once again, thank you so much, Linjer, for collaborating with me, and I really look forward to see where this takes us. Alright, so now that the collaboration portion is over, time to get back into the BRAUN IPL Q&A. Starting off with our first question, can you do an update on your results? The answer is yes. It's been a long wait, but here we are. This is the video. So question number 2, this is more of a comment rather than a question, but I saw here that they stated that they've developed strawberry legs big time. Just to start off, thank you so much for your kind words. And as for the strawberry legs, I haven't encountered that. I actually got rid of my strawberry legs from doing the IPL like hair removal. I only developed strawberry legs whenever I shaved. I would say if you did develop strawberry legs, exfoliate, moisturize, and maybe add a cleanser in there to unclog the pores, but I'm not sure how to deal with that too much, but hopefully that helped. So next question, even if you use it for years, you still get the hair. I replied to this comment in my last video, but just to reiterate, it all depends on the person. For me, I've done about 30 sessions and I still grow hair, but for other people, they can do just the 12 sessions and their hair would be completely gone. I think it depends on the thickness of the hair. I would say not to worry too much because it varies from person to person, and it may take a couple tries for you to completely get rid of the hair. Another comment said, I also have eczema after dry skin, so is it okay to moisturize the skin right after the treatment, or should I wait for 24 hours or so? So if you don't know, I do have a bit of eczema here and there, but I don't worry too much about the lotion aspect. I feel like it won't affect the treatment if you moisturize right after or if you wait 24 hours. Sometimes when I do the IPL at night, around like 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., I wait until the next day in the morning to put on lotion. If I do it around 11 to like noon, I wait about 6 to 8 hours for my skin to kind of settle, and that's when I put lotion on and I moisturize. But if not, I do wait until the next day. Another comment said, "Ma'am, I have PCOS and I have really thick coarse facial hair. Will it work for them?" I feel for this one, I can't give you a really solid answer. I did a quick Google search and it says yes, it's generally safe, but I would recommend you talk to your dermatologist or your doctor to see what they say. And I would also recommend you to do a lot of research on your own, because a lot of the times a doctor's going to give you a very set answer. And with me saying that, I am not a professional. Please do your own research. I don't want to give you any wrong information, but word to the wise, please do as much research as you can. Another comment said, "Thank you, but please don't call it laser. It's not. It's IPL, which is intense pulse light. Very different technology. IPL is safer than laser and less painful." Which to that I say, yes, you are correct. IPL is not the same thing as laser. Laser uses, well, it's in the name, laser, and IPL uses a broad spectrum of like light technology, which is completely different. However, I do say laser sometimes because that's how people know it as, even though it's incorrect information. People know it as at-home laser hair removal. It's the easiest thing to search up as well if you forget the technical term of IPL, but you are correct, it is not laser. It's completely different. And our last question for today, thank you for this review. I have it, but I got a problem. The head is getting dirty, like the burnt hair is stuck. I don't know how to remove it. In terms of cleaning the head, I actually haven't done that. My head isn't very dirty. It is kind of gross, I know, don't judge me for it, but you can use a microfiber cloth to clean it. I would not recommend to use a wet cloth because it does affect the UV rays, so I read somewhere they recommend you use a dry cloth to clean the hair. However, if you find that the dry cloth isn't doing anything, maybe you can use a damp cloth, gently wipe the hairs off. So that's all the questions I have for you today. I hope it was informative, and remember, what works for me might not work best for you, so take it with a grain of salt. And if you have any more questions, comment them down below. I would love to make another video, maybe at the 1-year mark, to respond to all of your comments. So a bit of reason as to why I started doing at-home hair removal was because as a kid, and even throughout high school, I was very self-conscious about having body hair, especially on my legs. I would wear a lot of sweaters to cover my arms and mostly wore jeans. And if I did wear shorts, I would wear them that day that I shaved, because if I waited 2-3 days, I had crazy stubble and it contrasted a lot with my darker skin. I also wasn't self-conscious all the time, and I'm glad for that. There were moments where I forgot about my insecurities, and whenever I dressed up nice, it would all go away. I wouldn't even think about it, but it was kind of always in the back of my mind that people were looking at me and they were looking at my hair, which is silly thinking back on it now, to see how insecurities manifest at such a young age. And for some people, it could be simply a comment someone told them, which is what happened with me. Growing up, a lot of Mexican kids I knew, even seeing on social media, it's kind of a universal thing we go through, because a lot of us, we grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood where we look different than the other kids. And it's not a bad thing, but sometimes it stays stuck in our mind. Comments that other people say, it sticks with someone for a long time. Eventually, we do tend to grow out of it and embrace our looks. There are so many people that have similar stories to mine, and it honestly feels great to see when an insecurity no longer bothers you and isn't at the forefront of your mind all of the time. I realized that I actually don't mind having body hair. It's normal, we're only human, but I do enjoy not having to shave all of the time. I do enjoy not having those razor burns and nicks and strawberry legs because of how thick my hair used to be. I think reducing the thickness of my hair with doing at-home hair removal really has helped me feel confident in having hair in general. And I hope you know that you do not need to remove your hair at all to feel beautiful, to feel pretty. This is just something that I decided to do. I grew out of my insecurity like 2-3 years ago, and I still had thick hair. This was a decision that I made because I wanted to see what it felt like to have a smoother feeling of skin. And even though I embraced my body hair way before starting at-home hair removal, I'm pretty glad that I did do this, and not because I was fully insecure, but because I've always wanted to feel what it felt like to not grow hair so rapidly. And I'm really grateful that at-home hair removal is something that is so common now, because As I stated earlier, for years I struggled with ingrown hairs, I struggled with nicks and cuts, simply feeling confident in my own skin. Of course, I overcame that, but I'm glad that this became an affordable procedure that people can do. I think it's worth the investment because even though it is a bit pricey, it's way cheaper than going to a salon multiple times and paying each session that you go. So if you're thinking about doing at-home hair removal, try investing in the IPL device, because when I tell you that it's worth it, it is worth it in the long run. I noticed that it's been more effective than any other hair removal method that I've tried. Right now, my skin is softer than it's ever been, and I'm honestly so glad that I outgrew those insecurities I had growing up. And that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any comments or questions, put them down in the comments below. I would really love to know your thoughts, and if you're willing to invest, this is a very good device. And once again, thank you Linjer Jewelry for collaborating with me in this video. All of my socials are linked down below as well. And with that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.